What's up, everybody, and welcome to my Smackdown review. Before I start anything off, I will say this was a better show than Monday Night Raw last night. Raw was probably one of the worst Raws I've seen in recent history, and probably this year, with the god-awful and probably one of the worst segments of the year since the, Bailey This Is Your Life, or, The Old Day, or I think someone brought this up to me, the Daniel Bryan Mistress thing. This goes up in this category. So, yes, that was a horrible segment. Getting Roman Reigns over for 40 to 50 minutes at the beginning of the show was god-awful. And then everything on the show started to drag until the main event, really. Maybe the contract signing. But if you want to see all that, please check out my Monday Night Raw review, as that shit was horrible last night. But as we move on to SmackDown, it's a new day, and what is going to happen on here for tonight? Since Fox wants to put $1 billion into all of this, could even live up to hype right now. But as Money in the Bank is weeks away, we had started to kick off the show with MizTV. The Miz pretty much came out there cutting his promo for his new show debuting after SmackDown in July, of Miz and Mrs., as people chanted Miz and Mrs. and Miz TV, and even Miz says, I can get you guys to chant anything tonight. But as he introduced his guests, the New Day came out with pancakes, of course, and they asked the New Day, you guys gonna watch Miz and Mrs.? Yeah. DVR? Yeah. Do you care? Yeah. But he asked pretty much who's gonna be in Money in the Bank. And he says, we're all going to be in Money in the Bank. 3, he said. But Miz pretty much says, you guys are, holding each other back. And one of you has a way to get to, reaching your full potential. And Wood says he didn't understand Miz. He says, you've done all these things. You've main evented WrestleMania. You've won Money in the Bank. Intercontinental Champion, Tag Team Champion, all of that. But nobody, likes him about what he said. And you only make sure Miz comes first because you've destroyed your friendships with everyone you've had. And Miz pretty much talked about all the New Day then as Kofi, probably the person that could be near world champion at this point but still hasn't. Talked about him being in 6 Money in the Bank's Tag Team Champion, Intercontinental Champion, United States Champion, pretty much running through all of Kofi's accomplishments. But there was one thing he pointed out, says, yes, you've been in 6 Money in the Bank matches, but you haven't even won one. Big E, you got all the tools to be a success, but you never take yourself seriously. You're a joke, pretty much. And talked about Woods, as he's talked about up, up, down, down, having over 1 million subscribers on YouTube, and playing Fortnite and stuff, which people chanted, but he says he didn't care about Fortnite, Miz, but you could be holding that WWE title. But the New Day, he pretty much says, we have a decision since you put out all of that. And he says, it's going to be me. No, it's me. And Miz says, I can beat you guys any day of the week. And Kofi says, it should be E. But then Wood says, no, it's not about Money in the Bank. You say you could beat all of us, so you're going to face E tonight. But Miz said he didn't want to do this. He wasn't going to go with the match. And he was about to go, but the New Day started saying, shame, 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 and threw pancakes at him as Miz ran to the back from the pancakes being thrown at him, which was just odd. He then walked into Paige in the back as Paige says, he said it could be on a New Day. You know what? You're going to have a match right now with Big E. So Paige sent them back out there. And since we got literally no decision tonight of which New Day member will be in Money in the Bank, we're just probably going to drag this on for the next few weeks until then. But as we kind of came back on the show at the commercial, Big E went against The Miz. Was one really weird spot where Woods was on commentary and got back up, and I guess they were like refreshing Big E as they poured syrup in his mouth, which he spit out, and put Vaseline on his face. This was not a bad match. It pretty much ended with the Bar coming out, attacking the New Day, which was one cool thing I will say. When Kofi jumped off the steel steps. He walked like over Cesaro on his shoulder like a stepping stone and jumped on Sheamus. I thought that was pretty cool. But since the New Day and the Bar were battling outside, Miz was able to hit him with a skull, Big E with a skull crushing finale from behind and take him out. So Miz picked up the win. Really good match. Actually, pretty enjoyable. I will say that. Next, they went to Daniel Bryan backstage as he was preparing. Talk about it, doesn't matter how tall you are or anything. You know, if he kicks the hornet's nest, you're going to get stung. And at Jeff Hardy, he's an innovator and a legend, but tonight he was going to make a legend tap out. So it was a good promo by Bryan. Now, this part of the show. Okay. Where do I begin? Aiden English comes out with Lana. And even got, of course, there were Rusev Day chants. Lana does a weird dance coming to the ring. The Iconics come out and start talking about Lana and that, you know, she is a loser, trying to be annoying as possible, and that she's hit a spray tan booth, and I don't know, they talked about Lana. This looked like it wasn't getting over. It was Billie Kay versus Lana, and English had a Lana Day sign, which people started chanting Lana Day, which got over very quickly. And Peyton Royce pretty much slapped Aiden English. Lana threw Peyton Royce into the barricade, and pretty much Lana kicked Billie Kay in the head, hit her with an X Factor, and it was over in 10 seconds. What the fuck? Like, we really put Lana in Money in the Bank, okay? And I feel like they buried the Iconics or the Iconic Duo, whatever you want to call them. This must not be working because they haven't really won any type of match right as of recently. Yes, Peyton Royce didn't beat Charlotte, and now Billie Kay gets beaten by Lana in 10 seconds. Listen, Lana is shit in the ring, okay? We all know that. That's been factual, and that they stopped that for a while, but we're really going to let her in Money in the Bank? Was this match made so that, you know, we didn't have to see a full-length match? But I would have went with Billie Kay and put Lana in the match. This is kind of ridiculous. This sounds lame. It just really sounds lame when speaking on this. Like, why is she the one getting a title shot? Even I don't understand that. It's just it's really weird. So I'm not really sure where this is gonna go. Yes, Lana is in Money in the Bank, but I'm not sure where this is gonna go because they've kind of buried the Iconics right now and it made them look very stupid. But Lana Day got over though. I don't know, but they really didn't do something with the Iconic Duo. I think they went to a promo in the back with Zelina Vega as talk about the lack of competition on Smackdown. As Andrade Cien Almas was up next, he went against Jobber, and pretty much people chanted, "Let's go Jobber." Almas pretty much showcased, and it was double knees, back elbow, hammerlock DDT. So just another squash match for Almas out there. Los Ingobernables. I like doing that, but yes. Almas got the win, so pretty much a good squash match, and I'm sure sooner or later they'll give Andrade Cien Almas some competition. Just kind of a slow burn with him right now. Carmella was talking about Asuka. She had an Asuka mask on and talked about the myth was shattered by WrestleMania by Charlotte with the whole streak and that she's going to beat Asuka. She is smoke and mirrors, and the whole Mella is money thing as ever, so I didn't really care about it. Next, AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura, as Renee Young brought both of them out to the ring. It was time to see what Nakamura's stipulation was going to be. AJ wanted to know what the stipulation was, as Nakamura pretty much told him to relax. It kind of took me a minute to understand a couple words about Nakamura, so I had to rewind the video a little sometimes. He talked about what happened last week, and AJ told him to enjoy that because it's not going to happen again. And Nakamura says, "I'm not going to beat you. I'm going to dishonor you, and I'm going to take your title, and that it will be my house now." AJ kind of really care and told him what is the stipulation. Shinsuke Nakamura told him it was a pillow. 5 minutes, alright? 5 minutes. Just give me 5 minutes. Be right back. Sorry about that, but yes, it was a pillow fight for some reason, which I'll admit I did kind of laugh at that because I didn't know where this was going. As AJ says, "You kidding me, right? I can see that why they call you the king of soft style." I'm saying like a pillow fight. Who wrote this now? But Nakamura said that I can tell jokes as I got the upper hand. You joke because you are afraid and weak. And he told him that you're going to be already beaten, and that Money in the Bank, it's going to be knee to the face. And Styles pretty much says that, this is the same Nakamura we got on Smackdown. And he wants to know the stipulation, and he says it's not going to matter anyways because you can't beat me. And then AJ and Nakamura started attacking each other. Nakamura tried to get a steel chair, but AJ dodged it and threw him into the barricade. And he's about to hit a phenomenal forearm on him, but pretty much Nakamura threw the chair right into him. Oh, it's gonna be 86 degrees tomorrow. No, Thursday, will. But he threw the chair right into him, and pretty much hit it when the Kinshasa in as he started counting to 10. I'm sure we all knew this was going to go, and it will be a last man standing match. So at Money in the Bank, it will be AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura in a last man standing match. I liked the promo. It was pretty good. Nakamura is getting better, something a little bit better more with his English. I'll give him that. And those two attacking each other was kind of good, with Nakamura laying down the challenge at Money in the Bank, making a last man standing. So I'm sure this will be a great match for the last man standing between Nakamura and AJ. Hopefully these two don't kick each other nuts again, that both go down for the 10 count in a last man standing. But I don't think that would have worked anyways. But it was enjoyable, and the pillow fight was kind of funny. Next was a tag team title shot between the Usos and Gallows and Anderson. There's a lot of too sweet whoop whoop chants out there. Gallows and Anderson are already in the ring with the Usos, and they told them they want a title shot, even we gotta go through you. But the Usos pretty much said, this ain't Japan, this ain't Monday Night Raw, this is Smackdown, we running this show, and you gonna have to earn your shot, cause this is the Uso penitentiary. But Gallows and Anderson pretty much says, we don't see wardens, and they called them nerds. They brawled with each other. This is a quick match, really. Usos was pretty much trying to go for those double splashes as they usually do, but Carl Anderson knocked one of the Usos off the floor. They hit Magic Killer, I believe it was on Jimmy Uso, and got the win. So they will be the next ones to face the Bludgeon Brothers at Money in the Bank, which I feel like is just another way to make them victims for the Bludgeon Brothers, because we haven't seen Sanity come up yet. So at least for once, Gallows and Anderson got a win in a while now, because they've been buried for like 3 fucking years on this show, and I just forgot they are there at this point. Maybe this was a turnaround. It was a quick, painless match, and it was pretty good. I feel like they've knocked the Usos down a few pegs now, but then didn't they just have a title shot anyways? But hopefully Gallows and Anderson go somewhere, but I feel like they're just being fed to the Bludgeon Brothers at Money in the Bank just because they just this is not Bullet Club. I'm sorry, this ain't the real Bullet Club from these two. These guys were killing in Japan. Fucking main roster has been a shitty run, but hopefully something goes into change for them. Usos, I'm not sure what's next. Next was Naomi versus Sonya Deville for a shot to be in Money in the Bank. This was not a bad match per se. Both of them hitting each other with the kick was kind of crazy, and Naomi getting the surprise pin was kind of out of nowhere. So this wasn't much to say from here, but Naomi will be in Money in the Bank. I got no problem with that. So good. Jeff Hardy talked about having this opportunity in Money in the Bank, which I kind of want him in Money in the Bank anyways, just to jump off a ladder. And talked about, Cyphus and Neurons, and how he's going to scorch our Serbiums. I don't know what he was saying out there in his promo, but it just sounded cool. Samoa Joe came out on commentary for the main event as Daniel Bryan went against Jeff Hardy. A really good match, I will say that. Mostly targeting Jeff Hardy's leg. That was the focus of the match, because Jeff hurt himself and Daniel Bryan was targeting it most of the time. Even after Jeff hit a Whisper in the Wind, he hurt his leg after that. But as you know, Daniel Bryan was hitting kicks on Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy was able to, I believe, he hit a twist of fate. But Bryan was going to hit him with the knee strike, but Hardy avoided it. He did another twist of fate. He did a swanton, but pretty much Bryan got his knees up, and then pretty much Bryan hit a dragon screw on his leg, which looked like Jeff Hardy could have snapped his freaking leg right there the way it was done, and hit him with a heel hook and made Jeff Hardy tap out. I was actually surprised to see Jeff tap. That was one thing I was surprised, that he used the heel hook for the win. But yes, we know Jeff is always in the air doing aerial moves, but Bryan kind of kept a ground game on him and made him tap, especially focusing on his leg. But as Daniel Bryan was getting ready to celebrate, Samoa Joe pretty much made it clear and say, Daniel, and pretty much says, you can celebrate right now, but next week you facing me. So next week it will be Samoa Joe versus Daniel Bryan, and whoever wins will be in the Money in the Bank match. And as Samoa Joe went in the back of Renee Young says, asked why he's so confident, says, I don't need to go about saying confident all the time. Next week I'm gonna make Bryan go to sleep. Yes, yes, yes. So this could be a great match, really. Give it about 15-20 minutes out there, they could tear the fucking house down. Maybe back to the Ring of Honor days with these guys. But we shall see with Bryan and Samoa Joe. I'm looking forward to that match. I actually thought Hardy was going to win, but Hardy is the U.S. champion. I don't know what's next. So I don't know, I have a rumor saying he was hurt at one point, but Jeff's okay. He's pretty much good, so he still got it. I don't know who will be facing next for the United States Championship. I guess they stopped the Orton thing because Orton he undergo knee surgery recently, so I don't think we'll be seeing Randy Orton for a while. So I don't know who Jeff Hardy's next opponent will be. Maybe Almas for all I know. But I did enjoy the main event with both Daniel Bryan and Jeff Hardy. Pretty good. Next week will be Daniel Bryan versus Samoa Joe. So whoever wins will be in the Money in the Bank match. Because if I would have saw Samoa Joe versus Jeff Hardy again, I feel like I'd be watching a match they've had in TNA several times. But tonight was a better episode of Smackdown. I will say that. More Money in the Bank qualifying matches or title matches. The Stipulation Nakamura picked with pretty much the promo between AJ and Nakamura and Stipulation. MizTV was kind of whatever, trying to figure out the New Day. I did enjoy the main event. The Lana versus Billie Kay thing was a fucking joke. Gallows and Anderson getting some type of leverage over the Usos. I guess we'll see. But I feel like they're being fed to the Bludgeon Brothers. Naomi and Sonya was kind of whatever, but Naomi got the win. That's just some bullet points just to kind of run through the show real quick of what matches happened. So, yeah, was this a better episode of Monday Night Raw? Hell yeah, and it kind of went quick and painless for the past 2 hours. I will say that. But, yeah, SmackDown was a better show tonight. You gotta admit, it really was. It was better than the bullshit I saw last night, and Raw was fucking crappy. You can check out my review if you want to see me crap on it and review the bad part about it. Say $1 billion though, Fox, you may want to start rechecking your contracts or your numbers and maybe knock a couple millions off, because that shit was horrible last night. But tonight we got a better decent show of SmackDown. I will say that. Nothing too bad, nothing too good. It was just a pretty good, decent to good show. I will say that. But I did enjoy SmackDown better tonight. I did enjoy the main event. So comment, subscribe. You know it's me, the H-O-O-D, coming in with the news and reviews. You know, I don't even know what I do. You know what's going down, and it's SmackDown. So I got the numbers here. I gotta go to YouTube, get ready to type. So hey, I'm feeling good tonight because this is really hype. Couple rhymes right here, couple rhymes right there. But I am out of here. Like I said, comment and subscribe. Repeating myself, but hey, just words for wisdom. Peace out. Hope you enjoyed my SmackDown review. Peace out.